This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Autumn Ridge travel trailer, model number 26 BHS. Okay, so this is not a floor plan video, it's a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? So, you have regular crank down stabilizer jacks, and there'll be a crank up in the front compartment for that. You have storage here. This is just a drawer, and of course a refrigerator. Now that I know it's a little dirty still, but we're cleaning it, so I just wanted to get this done. You have a sprayer here also that'll plug into these spray ports. There's at least 2 of them on this trailer, I would think. I'll point them out as I go. You have a power awning with LED strip, outside speakers. This is the range hood vent here, so it does have a baffle, and you can open it by pushing up on those tabs. So anytime you're venting to the outside, you want to open up that baffle so it flaps freely. Power, of course. This is one of 2 ways to fill your fresh water tank. Okay. The reason there's a the most common way to get water to the trailer is through your city water hookup. Now, if you're camping someplace, boondocking or whatever, where they don't have city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. This is one way to fill it right here. So if you just, you can put a hose in here, or you can use a funnel or whatever you need to fill it up, okay? I'll show you the switch for the pump when we get inside. Okay. We have a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control, which we'll show you how that operates when you pick up, of course. Here you have your 3/4 inch crank, and there's a 3/4 inch attachment for your drill, so you can work your stabilizers using that. Also, your power tongue jack here, it has obviously a hitch light on it, and then there's up and down switch. But if it ever fails for whatever reason, you can't get hitched or unhitched, you can pull this rubber plug off the top here, put that crank on there or the drill attachment, and you can operate it manually to get yourself out of trouble. So that's a good feature. Obviously, you have 2 LP tanks that are full with automatic changeover regulator, deep cycle marine battery. Okay, this is the other side of your pass-through storage here. So you have your dump hose here, and then this is a reducer to reduce your power cord from 30 to 20 amp if you need to plug it in at home, for example. Okay, alrighty, so let's move down here. Obviously that's your power cord, 30 amp and 30 feet long. Your dump valves here, black water and gray water. Black water is toilet water and waste, of course, and gray water is sink and shower water. Okay, so here we are at your water docking station here. So the sprayer can hook up right here also. Your city water connection is right here. So you hook the hose on there and you're all set, you're ready to go. Now if you look at this drawing here, as long as this blue valve is in the vertical position, that's city water, right? If you were to change it to this position, then it will fill your fresh water tank from using this port here. Remember I showed you there's another way to fill it on the other side. So you have 2 ways to fill your fresh water tank. Normally you're going to have city water, so you'll have it in that position. Okay, now this is just campground cable through this coax here, and this is your black tank flush here. So after you dump your black tank, you leave the black tank valve open. Then you would screw your hose or hook up your hose at the dump station on here, turn it on. It'll flush out your black tank, it'll spray off the sensors, that sort of thing, get it good and clean. So it's a really good thing to do if there's a working hose at the dump station, then it's a good idea to do that. Okay, so well, first of all, what we're looking up, the manufacturer states you should inspect your roof every 60 days. So you just want to go up there and look for Be very careful, of course, or send somebody up there if you're not comfortable with it. You want to look at all the sealant, make sure there's no cracking or separation anywhere, no place water can get in. You want to look at the roofing material and roofing attachments, make sure they weren't damaged by low branches or road debris flying up there. You just stayed ahead of any problems, so it should be part of your regular maintenance. It's a good thing to keep after your roof, just to protect your investment, okay? That housing there tells us it's pre-wired for a backup camera, Furion camera if you're interested. That's also got a hookup for a telescoping Lippert ladder if you're interested in that. This here is a quick connect for the LP system, so you can hook up a grill or a griddle or whatever you have right there. Now this is your water heater here. So okay, so the switches to control it are inside the trailer. There's an electric heating element behind this cover here for electric, and then of course your burner for gas. This is your drain plug right here. It takes an 1 1/16 6-point socket to remove it. So you need that plus a 6-inch extension and then a ratchet to break it free. Always let the pressure out of the water heater. Open the valves, for example, and let the pressure out before you take that plug out. Otherwise it'll come flying out of there like a cannonball, followed by a gallon of water. So make sure you do that. Now, like I said, the switches are inside, so I'll show you those. The thing to remember is right now this is in camping mode, so the water heater is in camping mode. I mean, the valves are in the camping position, and also there's water in the tank. Always remember, if you drain the tank, because people don't like to get stagnant water in there, and you know, gets that rotten egg type smell or taste, and so people generally will drain it out between camping trips. Just always remember to fill it up with water before you turn it on. That's very important. If you don't, you can damage it, so always make sure you fill it up, okay? Well, I can't do that one-handed, so we'll have to come back to that. Definitely two-handed job. Okay, so let's look inside here. Like I said, we're still cleaning, so it's a little bit dirty. First of all, when we walk in the door, you see this is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green. If it's not, get it serviced. You have light switches here. Your power awning is here. So let's see here. We can go just show you how it works. We can go out and back in. Never leave it out unattended. Of course, if you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in. This one here is for your slide room. Okay. To turn your water pump on, right? If you're pumping water out of the freshwater tank because you don't have city water, you can do that. Also, that pump is used to winterize the trailer. To turn your water heater on, the gas or the electric heating element is right there. The gas burner is right there. Make sure there's water in the tank before you use it, and then your battery's 100% charged. Tank is empty, black tank is empty, and gray tank is empty. You can see it graduates up in 1/3 increments. Okay. This is your power converter right here. So this converts AC to DC power as long as you're plugged in. So when you're plugged in, you have 110 AC at this side, and you have circuit breakers just like you'd see at home, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side. So you got 12 volt fuses, and they're labeled, right? This is also a battery tender, so as long as you're plugged in, it's going to sense how much energy your battery needs and send enough amp up there, or as many amps up there needed to keep it charged. Of course, when you're pulling it down the road, your tow vehicle's alternator will charge the battery also. So, okay, your oven and range is very simple. You have 3 knobs here and 3 burners. This is the sparker. You turn it clockwise to spark, and then this is the oven. Basically, when you're using the oven, you put this to the position where it shows the fire, which means pilot light. Then you depress it. Then you're going to spark it. After you see it light down here, there's a pilot light all the way at the bottom here in the back. Maybe I can spark it so you can see it. Maybe, maybe not. But it's back there nevertheless, and so you keep it held until it lights. Once it lights, you hold it in for another 15 seconds or so to heat up the thermocouple. Then you go to operating temperature. When you shut it off, the pilot light goes out, so you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. This is all your literature here. That is your radio or sound right there, the remote for it. This is the range hood. Remember I told you if you're running the fan, you want to open that baffle outside. The microwave works like any other microwave. Your refrigerator is a 12-volt DC compressor refrigerator. It's very simple. You have on and off, plus and minus for temperature, and then you have different mode. Night mode for energy saving, so 3 different mode settings to save energy. Alright. Of course your bunks are right here. Your thermostat is here. It's very simple. You hit the mode button to light it up. And then you just keep hitting the mode button until you select heating or cooling or whatever you need to, whatever you're going to use, okay? Now, your TV will mount here. There's a backer plate. You have to get a mount for it, obviously. This red light should always be on. Your TV will plug right into here. So you can shut that off, but you want it on because it's a signal booster for the digital antennas. So you won't get a good picture unless it's on. Alrighty. This is your sound here. So basically, you have AM, FM radio, you have Bluetooth so you can stream wirelessly from your phones or tablets. You have a USB drive here so you can put all your records on, or your songs, and convert them to MP3s and take them with you. This is an HDMI in case you wanted to go into the system with, let's say, like a portable Blu-ray player or something. You could do that there. It has 2 speaker zones, zone 1 and zone 2. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So it does a lot. Okay. This couch jackknifes flat. Alright. The table here, you can remove the poles, and you can set the tabletop down onto these cleats here. There's 4 of them. Use the back cushions to fill in the space and turn that into a bed also. So you got 2 extra beds out here, plus your 2 bunks, plus your master. Okay, so the bathroom is typical of an RV bathroom. Sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. The toilet itself has a flush pedal on it. That's residual water because it's pressurized. So when you get to the campground, your black tank, which is directly below here, will be empty. So you hook up your power and your water, then you'll come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, then you'll step on the pedal and hold it down long enough to put at least a gallon of water into the black tank below along with the chemical. Then it can be used. You never use it dry meaning no chemical or water, because if you do that it can get clogged up, plus the smell will be terrible. It's just a bad situation. So you always want chemical and water in it before you start using it. Okay? And let me look around here, see what else we've got. Note. Okay, so your master here, you can pull up the mattress at the foot, and there's storage underneath. This is for your TV hookup, and there's a backer plate, so you could put a swing out bracket that you can watch from when you're laying down. This is your emergency window. You push this all the way through. Then you would grab hold of this red tab and pull the screen out, and you can escape during an emergency. Alright. Okay. So I think that covers all the important stuff. Like I said, we'll have it cleaned up for you. And any of the lights that don't come on, obviously with the switch, there's a button in the middle of each one of them. Okay? Okay, so thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember to inspect your roof every 60 days, and it should be part of your general maintenance of the trailer, so you'll always want to do that regularly. You're just protecting your investment, and that doesn't go for this trailer. I mean, it's for every trailer ever made, so make sure you keep after that. And right now this is in camping mode. The antifreeze has been purged from the system, replaced with water. Your water heater is in camping mode, and it's filled with water right now. Never run the water heater without water in it, okay? Thank you.